We're just two guys with one mission, and we've chosen to accept it for some reason. It's time to tell them what we mean, what we say.
Hello.
Hi.
We just watched I Miss You, Hugs and Kisses.
It was a big dull dud.
This was as fast as the movie.
If anything, we are underplaying this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was fucking dull as all shit.
Yeah, that was a proper snoozer on.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to figure out what the 1 minute cut is. So the rape scene.
Well, it was a necrophilia scene.
Well, yeah.
It's I mean, I didn't understand that bit at all.
No.
I guess, but
I vaguely did.
I guess they're unpacking that there was a serial killer.
There was
on the loose at the same time.
Yeah.
And
who could have done it.
Who could have done it.
Yeah. But that's not explained until about the last...
Well, I don't think it was explained at all. I think I basically had to put all that together just now.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a Canadian movie, sort of based on a real case about this husband who was purported to kill his wife.
Yeah.
But actually the evidence was very flimsy, and it's a kind of a mystery, and it says on Wikipedia it was the longest trial in Canadian history.
Yeah.
And the movie is from the late 70s, and it's also the composing debut of Howard Shore.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings' own Howard Shore.
Yeah. David Cronenberg's.
Nice. Yeah, so what is there to talk about? I mean, that is the plot.
The whole movie...
Man accused of killing wife.
I mean, there are some ideas of like why this was banned, but it's not a horror movie.
No.
It's a courtroom drama.
Yeah.
Told almost entirely in...
flashbacks.
Random flashbacks.
Very random flashbacks. And sometimes flashbacks within flashbacks.
Yeah, it was really...
So the timeline's all over the fucking place.
It was... While it wasn't difficult to follow, I feel like there would have been a way more straightforward way to tell this story of the trial of a man who may or may not have killed his wife. And much like a courtroom drama, it just introduces all the characters and the basic story in flashback through the trial.
Yeah.
And that's the movie. I guess maybe we should explain. So it's about this guy who escaped the Nazis when he was younger, fled to Canada, and married a German model.
Yeah.
And as their relationship went on, they started to not get along very well.
Yeah, she turned cold.
And he started having an affair with a French model, and it seemed like they were both plotting to kill each other.
Yeah.
And then she died, and the husband got the blame.
It all got put on him.
And that's the story, right?
Yeah. Along the way, there's the best friend who helped him escape, who eventually kind of stabs him in the back a little bit.
Yeah. There's the guy who he left for dead.
Yeah, there's the other guy who helped him escape, who they left for dead whilst they were escaping.
Yeah.
Who comes back, who also has vendetta.
He has vendetta. But to be fair, I mean, no offence, Steve, if we were escaping the Nazis, which, let's face it, it's increasingly becoming a possibility we might have to deal with.
Is where you're moving to, yes.
If you got shot while we were escaping and they were shooting at
you
me,
to go.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, if you could walk,
leave me.
If you could walk, then it'd be fine. But if you were lying face down in the dirt, motionless, I would go, well, I have no real choice.
I assume he's dead. I'm off.
And I can't believe they didn't have this conversation beforehand.
No, I would do the same to you too, buddy, by the way.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if I'm face down, if I wasn't moving,
Yeah. I would assume you were dead.
Yes. I mean, I'd literally just been shot. I don't understand why he couldn't. He's like, oh, you left me, and now I'm mad at you, and I'm going to sleep with your wife and plot to kill you. I mean, it's an easy mistake. I mean, there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to be a real asshole before.
So the wife speaks to him about killing the husband. The wife also speaks to
a boxer,
a down-on-his-luck boxer about potentially killing him. There's mention of this guy who seems to randomly...
Okay, well, I think we should get to that.
Run somebody off the road and jump into a park, stab her in the chest, and then have sex.
No, they're just like, she's in the car.
Oh, she was in the same car, wasn't she?
Yeah, and then she runs...
Then she kind of bolts out.
You're confusing it with the first movie we watched. Yeah, the husband talks about killing his wife a lot with his friend, but I don't remember him going to see
actually making any plans or anything like that.
No, like unlike the wife, seemed like the wife.
He has fantasies about it, which we see. So there's one about like running her down. There's one about hitting her with a box in the building site.
Yeah, she's just walking through. She's walking through a really, let's face it, a really dilapidated, dangerous area, which I wouldn't recommend a German model walk through by herself.
No,
precisely because someone might hit you over the head with a box.
Yeah,
wasn't he? Wanted to drown in the pool. Was that another one? I think there was a
was there a drowning in the pool? Or are you thinking of the first movie again?
Oh my god, they're all rolling into one.
Yeah, I mean we've had 3 bad ones today.
Yeah,
see if you can figure out which ones they were. Everything's done at such a...
No, but now this is the thing. So there is a scene which felt like it came from absolutely nowhere, where a guy murders a woman and then has sex with the corpse.
Yeah.
Now, I can understand that might be the kind of thing that might warrant a movie getting banned. But
it has nothing to do with the rest of the film.
Well, this is where it comes down to the question of, was there a serial killer going around at the same time, and this guy was the suspect, and so they they had to suspect this guy.
Oh, what, you think there's more of him cut out?
Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Like, if it was like, if he had been in the movie like steadily,
yeah.
Then I think then like there's at the same time,
or at the very least had just been introduced anywhere else. Like he was hanging around at the boxing ring when she was talking to the boxer about it.
No. I mean, in the sense of like, because it seems like it's coincidental that there was a serial killer going around murdering blonde women at the same time that this crime happened.
Yeah.
But we need to see him kill more than one woman.
Yeah.
In order to establish that this is what he does. Because it basically goes from he brutally murders and assaults this woman, and then he's in the courtroom going, I wouldn't hurt a fly.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And you're like, what?
Yeah, and why are you in court on this case?
Why are you in the court? Like, there's so much assumption going on.
Yeah.
And also, it was told it was so fucking boring.
Yeah. Really slow, really just turgidly slow.
Which I guess
there's not much else we can say about it. The acting's
fine, let's say, for the most part.
Yes, I mean, it's TV acting for the most part. I mean, there was a lot of similarities to Police Squad.
Yeah, the weirdly. But it was like, it's the courtroom and the music went together, and you were like, there was a moment when we weren't really paying attention to who was on the jury, but then this guy walked out with a big moustache, and I referred to
Shalit moustache.
wouldn't it be really funny if they all came out and they all had moustaches, especially with this Police Squad music over the top.
There's just nothing really redeeming about it. I think the other bit that might have got it banned was the montage at the end of
having
all the different people who could have killed her, repeatedly smashing her in the head with an iron bar. That went on a bit long.
Okay, so it's a boring movie. Super boring.
Yeah.
The only thing I thought was quite good was listening to Howard Shore's music, which I pretty much consistently enjoy.
It was alright. I mean, the music didn't exactly jump out at me, but it wasn't...
No, but it's like, it was interesting.
It wasn't terrible or jarring.
It wasn't interesting to hear where, like, this is what started it all.
Yeah.
So I got nothing to say about this movie. It was stupid, and I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
And it was mercifully short.
But yeah, it still felt like forever, though.
Yeah, it did keep going. You want to score it out?
And then forget about it forever. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, but it's already fading in my mind.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Okay, what would you give it for story?
2, I guess.
Yeah, I think 2 is fair.
If you put it in a linear fashion.
Yeah, if they told the story
properly. Quite good.
it would be an interesting story. I'd be curious about reading about the actual case.
Yes. So in that respect, the story, yeah.
But if there was but I would much rather watch like a true crime documentary about this case than watch this movie.
Absolutely.
So it loses points for being based on a true story.
Yeah.
Because that's not storytelling. That's real life.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was interesting.
Yeah.
It just wasn't great.
No.
So two apiece.
Two
For gore.
Not a lot. I mean, the head bash looked.
Yes, the head bash. That's it.
That's pretty much
the stabbing before the necrophilia. That didn't.
That looked a bit rubbish.
Well, it wasn't bloody at all.
Retractable knife. Yeah. Is that 1, I guess, for the head bashing?
Yeah, I give it a 1 for the head bashing.
Especially for the repeated head bashing towards the end.
Okay, so for the overall creativity,
it's conflicting because you can see that they were trying to do an interesting thing with all the timelines coming and the flashbacks and such like.
Yeah.
But it didn't work.
But Pulp Fiction this ain't.
No, not at all. A lot of the time, the only way you could tell what timeline it was in was his glasses. To start with, he didn't wear glasses, and then in the kind of mid-period where everything was going okay, he had like the sweet JFK Kevin Costner glasses.
The horn-rimmed.
Yeah. And then towards the end, he had the big...
Chunkers.
Yeah. The big Scorsese glasses. Like the big square stupid ones that make your funny shape.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But Primer, this ain't.
No. I mean, no time skip movie this is. And it's not even, a good Law and Order episode.
No.
They tell crime stories way better than anybody, probably.
So do you think if it had the chung chung, then it
if it had been in a linear fashion and scene to scene it went chung chung, but then actually,
you would have liked it.
But then actually no, because there's no detective work in it at all. It's all it's done, which you only find out right at the end. The narration is essentially his last missive to his daughter. He was like writing letters to his daughter from prison, so I think that's where all the narration comes from.
Or was it his girlfriend?
Right? Did he have a girlfriend at that point?
The French one he was having an affair with.
Okay.
Anyway, he was writing to
possibly.
someone.
Yeah, he was writing to somebody.
Yeah, so it wasn't like devoid of creativity. It was just it didn't work. They tried for a 3-pointer.
Yeah, they tried and they failed.
And they failed when they should
never try. So 2 because they tried. Give it the old college try.
Yeah, I think 2 is fair. Logical sense.
Not whatsoever.
I mean, I was very confused.
Yeah. Again, because of the time skips, it was just like, who's doing what to who now, and what, and
also, kind of people looked similar. I mean, it helped when people had a moustache or a different accent.
Yeah, or a very definite haircut.
Yeah.
Because from time to time, I didn't know if we time skipped or whether the side piece was the original wife.
Yeah, I thought that as well. So I think it loses a lot of points because I really did struggle to know what was going on, and also the random serial killer stuff.
Yeah,
unless someone who is listening to this now has seen this before and isn't as brain dead as we are, and knows exactly what the deal was with that necrophilia scene. But for me, it came completely out of left field.
I mean, I'm assuming that in the case itself, in the real life case, this guy was brought into the court during that trial because they'd caught him in that same time period, and so they were just trying to shoehorn it into the film. So it's like, we'll put a scene of him doing the crime that he actually got done for, even though that wasn't the one that we're making a film about.
I don't know.
Possibly.
I don't know.
That's the only logic. That's the nearest to logical.
So what are you going to give it?
0.
I'm going to give it a 1 because it was fine up until a point, and that point was about 3 minutes in.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't care from the get-go. As soon as they started doing flashbacks and flashbacks and flashbacks,
they had the premise.
What the fuck is going on here?
And they said, "Okay, this is the movie," and I went, "Okay, I know what the movie is now." Yeah. And then it was just jumping around. And I'm like,
exactly.
Okay, I don't know what the movie is anymore.
Because the linear thing would be a story of this guy's life, because it goes from him heroically escaping Nazi Germany, to him being incarcerated in prison for a crime he may or may not have committed. That's also never answered. Did he do it or did he not do it? The court finds him guilty, but it's never said whether he did it or didn't do it. It's just
I guess they don't know.
He's just guilty.
I guess they don't actually know.
Found guilty by the police squad jury.
Police squad. Okay, and for the music,
again, nothing really jumped out, so I guess 3. It wasn't jarring at any point, which means it wasn't bad, but nothing leapt out, and I was just like, oh, yeah, what a beautiful piece of music. So I would go 3.
I'm probably going to go...
You're going to go 4, I know you will.
No, I'm going to go 3 as well.
Okay.
Okay.
This sounds like it's going to be higher than it should be.
It's a 17 out of 50, which is 1 point higher than the first
sleazy
one.
perversion of Hess.
Yeah, but I would totally watch that over. Like,
I would watch Hess again over this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like,
our scoring system is flawed. Clearly.
system is flawed. Steve, would you recommend this movie?
No.
No. Tony, would you recommend this movie? I would not.
Not even slightly.
Okay, that's it. I'm like done talking about it now.
Yeah, good luck with the next episode as well, because it's not going to be fun. Bye!
Yep.